My name is Jeffrey Sumber, and I live an extraordinary life. In fact, as a psychotherapist here in Chicago, I have the most amazing job in the world. I go to work every morning and I support people in moving through the places where they're stuck. I didn't always know how to do that to help other people where they're stuck. In fact, there was a time in my life when all I knew was what other people were doing wrong. I probably wouldn't have figured it out had it not been for a very special person. Have you ever heard of Mary Poppins? Well, she's this magical nanny that flies around the neighborhood, coming down on her umbrella, making everything okay for everybody. I really wanted a magic nanny when I was a kid. It wasn't until I was in graduate school when I got my nanny. Turns out he was a cranky old Cherokee shaman who chain-smoked generic cigarettes and drank too much. And his medicine did not go down with a spoonful of sugar. In fact, there was one day he drove me out into the middle of the desert, stopped the truck, told me to get out. He pointed his withered old finger out into the distance and stared deep into my eyes. He said, "Move that mountain." Before I could say any of a million things running through my head, he dropped a gallon jug of water by my feet and took off. I was bewildered. I sat and I stared at the mountain and I was clueless. What am I supposed to do with this mountain? Did he literally mean move a mountain? Was I supposed to conjure up some abracadabra? What am I doing? The hours went by and I sat there with my jug of water and I started getting mad. I got so angry. Angry at him, my crazy shaman, for abandoning me. I got angry at my parents for not having prepared me better. Wilderness survival training or something. I even got mad at the cactus for not casting a larger shadow. I got so mad that I could feel the sweat boiling off my neck. 3 days went by. On the morning of the third day, I woke up and the anger was gone. In its place existed awareness. I got really clear for the first time in my life that I had been projecting all of my problems, all of my ups and downs, my fears, my anger, onto the people in my life, just like I had been projecting onto this mountain. And this clarity, it changed my life. And I truly desire that it changes yours. I realized this. As long as we focus on other people and project where we're stuck onto them, we can never truly be happy. I know this so deeply in myself because I experienced it. I know that there are many of you out there that do this on a daily basis. One of the things that I use with clients every day in order to help move through the places we're stuck is something that I call a check-in. Every morning, I want to invite you, when you wake up to do this check-in. It's a very simple exercise. It's 3 parts. The first part, one thing that I appreciate about myself. And after a deep breath, the second thing, one thing that I need today. And a deep breath. And then the third thing, one thing I'm willing to do towards that goal today. And another deep breath. I guarantee you that in a month's time, if you do this every day, you will start to look at the world in a very different way. Because you start to absorb in your cells how responsible you are in creating the world that you truly want. We cannot project our own happiness onto anyone else. We must take responsibility for that in ourselves. Thank you so much for your time.